O is for objective. The objective in the OGSM is about ultimately what you want to achieve. It's very important that this is worded as a statement. So 10% profit growth is not an objective as far as the OGSM is concerned. Tests for a good objective would be that it's breakthrough, specific, and possible. And clarity here drives the rest of the OGSM. An example may be to become the division that contributes the most to total company profit growth. G is for goals. Goals need to be numeric or binary articulation of the objective. And by binary, I mean it's either yes or no. It either happened or it didn't happen. Basically, it's an easily and objectively assessed measure of whether something happened or not. It needs to clarify the objective, the goals need to clarify the objective and need to be traceable or trackable. Again, that objectivity piece is very important here. These are stepping stones or milestones to achieving the objective, and it would help if they are SMAC targets. SMAC being specific, measurable, achievable, and compatible. So a summary so far. The what part of the OGSM, the first part of the OGSM, objectives or breakthrough achievement that you want to achieve, worded as a statement. Goals are stepping stones to achieve that objective and should be in binary form. S is for strategy. Strategy, in my definition of strategy, and I have my own definition as I'm dissatisfied with anything else I've been able to find, is that the how and where we choose to focus our resources to create structural effectiveness to achieve our objectives. And I want to emphasize that where we choose to focus part of this. Choice is the essence of strategy, as former P&G CEO A.G. Lafley used to say. So strategy is about focus. And here's what Steve Jobs thinks of that as quoted in Fortune magazine. People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. The clearest example was when we were pressured for years to do a PDA. If we'd gotten into it, we wouldn't have had the resources to do the iPod. So strategy in the OGSM is the how of achieving objectives. Tests for this is specific, differentiated, and asking the question, would you choose not to do it? Again, going back to that idea of making choices. A common strategy within OGSMs would be to execute with excellence. But that, according to these measures and according to the test, would you choose not to do it, is not a strategy. You would not choose to execute badly. M is for measures. Measures need to be numeric and traceable, not binary in this case, but numeric. SMAC, again, specific, measurable, achievable, and compatible. And each measure should have one owner, and that ensures it actually gets done. Obviously, the measures need to add up to the strategies, which need to deliver the goals, which needs to deliver the objectives. So here's a full summary or overview of the OGSM split into what and how sections. The objective, a statement of the breakthrough you want to achieve. Goals, targets towards that objective. Strategy, the how of achieving those goals in order to achieve those objectives. And measures, numerical targets of progress towards those strategies. So, an example, an OGSM for improving your golf game. Become the most improved golfer in my club. A breakthrough, specific statement of what you ultimately want to achieve across the next year or period that is appropriate for an OGSM. The goals, these being numeric and objectively accessible. The get into the top 30 in club rankings is a binary measure, whereas the 10 strokes is a numeric, a specific numeric one. Strategy, within strategy, the idea of focus is very important and very useful. And these measures then clarify each of these strategies in order to give a whole understandable strategic plan. Watch outs. trying to do everything, not prioritizing, not making choices. Again, this idea of choice, this idea that we can do everything because we are brilliant, is not a clear strategic approach to business planning. Overcomplication or too much time strategizing, not following the words, numbers rule, and then numbers that just don't add up to the desired result, but frankly, that would be stupid.